This is Arc Raiders, an extraction shooter set in a post-apocalyptic world, and we're the ones left behind, surviving underground and collecting resources topside. Those who risk their lives to do this are called Raiders. Welcome to my review of this game. Stick around as I talk about what I love about this game, some of the things I don't particularly like, and what things I think that they could improve upon. But I'll tell you this, I absolutely love this game. It's one of the best games I've ever played. I want to initially just talk about the graphics on this game. It really truly makes you immersed into the environment, not to mention the weather events, the lighting, the sun with the shades coming down. Oh my God, there are certain maps. All of the maps look really good, but when you go into a mountain environment with the sun out, the shading on it looks phenomenal. Then you flip it and let's go into the night mode. The sound completely immerses you. Terrifying, especially if you're playing solo. They have done such a good job with the graphic visuals, and even better job with the audio quality. Hearing and shooting the quote unquote clankers, as a lot of us are calling them, it's one of the most satisfying sounds I've had in a game in a very long time. I don't think I ever really have focused on the sound so much in a previous game. Speaking to the immersion, the scale of the arc. We currently only have the Queen, which is, fairly large arc. However, they are teasing the larger arcs in the background in certain maps, really putting on display the potential this game has for future content and its ability to keep me playing this game for quite some time. If you don't know about this game, or if you don't know about extraction shooters, they have a term called PvE or PvP. They also combine those into PvPvE. That means player, which is you, versus player, a opponent, another human, versus the environment, whether that's environment in terms of literally the environment, the weather, but more specifically, they're talking about the bots, the AI in this game. The AI are phenomenal. If you look into this, they basically trained the AI to walk to the environment so they don't do the same thing every single time, and they will make mistakes. They can be clumsy, they can fall. They have two kind of small arcs that are easier to kill, called the Hornet and the Wasp. If you shoot the propellers, obviously flying on 3 propellers versus 4, a little more difficult. If you shoot both the propellers on one side, now that increases the likelihood of it just simply crashing. So it's not simply health bars, you shoot it until the health bar goes down. You have to find the weakness of these arcs and expose them. I can't talk enough about how good they did with the AI. The gunplay is simple. I would tell you that. I appreciate that because the game is already very detailed, but it is satisfying. I mean, there's a clear upgrade system. There's limited attachments, and that's fine. This game isn't about trying to find the meta gun. All right, so you could realistically just use a gun with no attachments every single time. You could also upgrade a gun to make it more effective. It doesn't necessarily make it hit harder, but there are ways for you to increase the reload speed. One of the most initial powerful guns is the Pharaoh, which is a one-shot. It is not a bolt action, it is a reload. Every single time you have to reload the gun. Initially you think, I don't like that. Then you upgrade it, you realize you can do that much faster. The system in this game is just beautifully done. I love it, and I can't wait to see where they go from here. Proximity chat is probably the best that I've ever seen in a game. Depending on the environment you're in is the way you'll hear the proximity in the game. If the person obviously is too far, you won't hear him as good. Watch the Rocketeer.
What do you mean? Is he on? Yeah, the quest.
Yeah, how do I get there? You guys are kind of cool.
Come this way.
There's also the ability for players to communicate via predetermined sound cues. Hey, I'm friendly, want to team up. There's a scroll wheel you can utilize. It's specifically what I'm seeing is that console players are using that more so than actually pushing to talk on their mic.
Hey, don't shoot! Hey, don't shoot!
The proximity chat is well done in this game, well done. And because of the proximity chat, it creates that environment where I can work together, because inherently this game is meant for the players to fight against the arc. However, just like in the real world, some people will take advantage of moments where if they can get better guns, better loot. And so there's always the threat of somebody attacking you. But if you can find that teammate and you guys can work together, man, it feels good. Go follow them, come on. Oh God, they're all on top.
Feel that?
friendly. The more the merrier. Oh my God, it's happening, Kendall. It's happening. Every single session, every time I play the game, it always feels different. It hands you missions that you have to accomplish to kind of move the story along. But even if you finish those missions, there are other things to do. They have what's called trials, where there are additional missions to do, where you can rank up in the online leaderboard. There are also workbenches that you have to look to upgrade. There are items you need to collect in order to upgrade, and the items you must collect becomes more and more rare and more difficult to find, which adds an extra element to the game. Basically, your side quests. There's also what's called feats. I think a lot of Helldiver fans are familiar with this. They can only be earned in game. There's no pay to win for it, if you will. But these will give you skins. They will give you also some items that you can use in the game. There are tiers and levels to it. I think there are about 7 pages that you can use. It's all in-game currency. There's also out-of-game currency you can use that gives you skins. This game launched to me flawlessly. They did a server slam a week or 2 before the game launched, found the issues, and then immediately fixed them for the launch. I think this might be the greatest launch I've ever seen in a game in a long time. I think I might be biased because of Call of Duty always launching with glitches and having issues. This one, it just felt smooth. It felt great. It runs smooth. I get almost 200 frames per second on pretty decently high settings. The performance on this game is unmatched right now. In terms of the story mode, it's there. It's nothing to be wowed by, but I enjoyed it. You do have some cutscenes that you can kind of listen to, but it kind of it seems to just incentivize you to go read the lore. And a lot of people are just not going to do that. However, I read it. I enjoyed it. I even read back in the day Battlefield 2042 story, and I was super excited, and they just didn't have a campaign mode. And in this case, their campaign mode is embedded with the game, the multiplayer game, the Extraction, and it is good. I tell you, in terms of what we could do better, I think there is some minor things that don't necessarily break the game or make me not want to play it. And keep in mind, I am playing with my wife who plays on console and I play on PC, mouse and keyboard, right? So she's on controller. She has told me that inventory splitting is a little more difficult for her and it's not as intuitive. I think you gotta like hold X and then press A, whereas I can just alt and click, right? There's only so many buttons you can have on a controller. And I wanted to mention Arc Raiders is one of the first, if not the first game to make an extraction shooter that is controller compatible. And I know there are extraction shooters out there where you can use your controller. However, it's not native to the game. Arc Raiders made this game with controller players in mind. One thing I did want to mention, which would be really cool, is if they add something like a rally flare, right? A different color flare to signal or call nearby raiders for a large arc fight. Let's get together and fight the queen or the big arc. Granted, I know we still keep the PvP environment, so there is still the threat of like bringing people in. Some people may use that to troll people and kill them or whatever the case may be. But I think generally, I think that would be kind of a cool idea to do something to rally the troops. As I wrap this up, I'll tell you, Arc Raiders nails what an extraction shooter should be, and it's also community driven, and it has a good base community. There are obviously going to be outliers, and those are the ones that get highlighted in videos. But through my experience playing mainly duos, it's been more friendly than not. It's not to say that I don't enjoy the PvP side either. Final score, as you can see, 9.05 out of 10. Near perfect experience, one of the best games I've ever played. I plan to play this game for a very long time. Do you agree with my rating? What would you add or change in Arc Raiders? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more reviews and gameplay. We go live every Friday night, and we also have surprise streams Saturdays, sometimes even throughout the week if I have a day off. That's it for this one. This is Roughneck 6. Sign off the net. Peace.
Don't forget to like.